Okay. Hello, everybody. Just give me a moment because I'm trying to adjust everything over here. And I know it's been a little bit since it's been like over a week. I've just been kind of busy lately, and you know, that's how it is. Sorry about that, though. Um, okay, let me pop out of this. Let me go over here. Let me go here. Eh, and voila, I am here. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. So what have I been doing? Oh my goodness. Well, if some of you've been to my farm, I've had a bazillion alpacas and other things. So I had to make a mess of my first farm, which it is the event farm. And basically what I did was, and I'm not sure, I think I'm going to fill two more rows, and I'll show you that after I finish these alpacas. Heavens forbid I don't. But I hope everybody got through the St. Patty's Day event. It was really lovely with all the new things. And I'll be happy to show you the other new things that we got, which was pretty cool. And like we got a lighthouse, which was really nice. I'll take you to that farm first because I made it very basic with the flowers and the fish. I think I had a farm set up like that before. Um, And I've left my farm open, and I don't get many visitors. Oh, how many times have we all have said that? But anyway, let me, and I want to show you something. When you look at your map like this, I love this feature because it seems like we can move around a lot faster. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, when you go to your map like this, right? It says down for me, it's LT Town Hall. I'm not sure what it is if you have a keyboard, but for me, I have to hit the left trigger. So let me take you to Farm 3 because that's where my flowers and my fish are, but I'm going to show you the lighthouse, what I kind of did with this. I'm not done with it yet. I'm kind of thinking maybe, oh, those flowers ready. I'll take those. I'm thinking maybe what I'll do with this farm here is, because if you look over here, there's a lot of, excuse me, there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space, and these are all my fish. And I think I put down, let me just check so you can all see it. That's my fish farm. So I have like 126. Okay, so I have 126 fish of each kind. Okay, and oops. And if you look over here, okay, and I will take you there just so you can see it if you want to set your farms up like that too for fish. But what I did was instead of, you see how this is three. Okay, I did it with two. And it actually works out for me. I like that setup instead of just doing the wide three because obviously when you do the three, it takes up more space. I know I have roses. Oh, roses are always ready. But anyway, just to get back what I was saying about the fish and stuff like that, I set it up in a row of two instead of three. It's to me a lot easier, and um, I'm gonna. I'll let you know about the fish thing because there is some things that people, especially if you're new, that you won't figure out until you figure it out. And you go, oh man, and obviously we don't want that happening. So I'm gonna try to give you a few tips on the fish, how you set them up, um, and and if you go that route, it would probably be a lot easier for you. I mean, I'm sure you've gone to places where there's fish up the wazoo and things like that, and that's fine. It's however somebody, like if somebody is they have a lot of, let's say, fish machines, which I don't have on this farm, and I have to remove them off the other farm because I don't really even pay attention to them being there. But let's head over to the fish place and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, there's the lighthouse, right? And I hopefully it gets nighttime soon. That way you can see it a lot better. And yes, you can walk up to it. You can press A, And there you go. And if you move, it's going to take you back down. So when you're up here, it is what it is up here, and they come in different colors, by the way. There's different variations. So I thought you'd like that. Now, see, these are from the winter. Well, actually, they call it the frost pack. These are from the frost pack. Okay, and then these are the gnomes. I love them. And then these, they added new trees, weeping willows. I put them over here just a kind of little decoration. And then I put the boats up over there, and the ducks, of course. The thing is, I love it when the ducks can be in the water. I really love that. So there's that, and then okay, I want to go to decorations so you can at least wherever they went. I don't know, but let me just show you the new trees. Okay, here we go. They have a birch tree. Um, then they have the maple tree, and you do have a variation of color for that. Like if you want it to be yellow or green. The same thing with the maple tree. Well, okay, maple tree. You have some variations. Okay. And then with this one here, which is what I have up on display, the weeping willow is two colors. I chose green.. I like the green. And then there's the beech tree. It has this red one color. That's not too bad. You know, I haven't really decided on where I want to put them and stuff like that, but I do like that idea. Um, so what I did was for here, I kind of look at this building because this is your one of your houses, and I kind of like it because it says rustic house. So to me, it's kind of like a good thing if for the fishing area. So there's that. Now let's go down here to the fishing area. Oh God. Okay. Now you see, I only have two workers here, just two, and they're covering all these fish. Okay. So the thing about this is like I'm going to show you up here, and let me look at my map too, so you can see that as well. Um, you can see because I think some of you may or may not know that. I don't know. So I'm going to show you, like, if you have them up here, there's only, by the way, 126 per fish in each of these rows. And if you notice, see what I did? One, two. That's it. Um, and obviously, if you keep, it's best to keep them separate. It really is. Um, Now, what I did was see here where you see the two, right? And then a separator. Always try to start nearest to a wall, or if not, if you have your fish like in the middle of the map or something. Okay, so when you put your first row of fish down, put something, make sure you put something to divide them. Meaning, you're going to always keep the two. Because if you try to do them, um, two, and either side doesn't have a wall or one of these, a divider. Let me show you. Oops, let me show you. Um, see, these are the dividers. So you can always do this, or something into that. I, of course, because if you have a lot of diamonds, go for it. But if you don't, that's the way it is. Ooh, well, hello and good morning to you, Heather. Yeah. Oh, April 9th. CJ, how's he doing? I hope he's doing okay. Uh, that's good. I hope he's, just tell him that, I really hope he sticks to, whatever they're gonna, what they're doing for him. I hope they stick to that. I could put another, let me just, I think the lighthouses, let me see. Hold on. Ah, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, and these are from the frost pack too. Because like I said, if you don't have these items, and if you could send me a message, please do. Oh, and these are some other new things. I haven't figured out where to put them. We have an ice cream stand, and it comes in different colors, just the stripes on the thing. And then we have a hot dog one. I remember we had that in Farm Together too, and I made a little picnic area with the hot dogs and, the ice cream and stuff like that. No, I hope he does, do well. I mean, we're here rooting for him. So let me find the lighthouse again. Oh, it should be hopefully up here. I don't think I don't think, oh, did I pass it? I must have passed it. I probably did. It, it is under this, right? Okay. Okay, oh, there she is. There it is. Okay, again, you can see it comes in different variations of color. You know, blue, green, red, or orange, and pink, and purple. I'm gonna show you. Oh, okay. So this might work out for me. Oh no, it takes up 4 spots. I don't like that idea, but that's okay. It's all good. I mean, no one's gonna. Well, hmm. Where is it anyway? Okay. So we'll stick this little guy like right there for now. I mean, why not, right? Oh, I did not know it would do that. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't have that. So what I'm going to do is, shoot. I'm going to take it out because now I know that it will squish down that, and I do not want that to happen. So I have to figure something out with that. But anyways, you get the general idea. But I want to get back to you about the fish. Um, Now, if you look, like I said, there's rows, and it's 126 of each. Okay. But this time around, because, and I will show you, you have, I call these a tier 1 type fish. Okay. So, like, if you're first starting out, you might want to just put, all 9 because that's what you get. But then again, when you look at these, you're going to have, these ones here are 15, and then these ones down here, okay. These ones here I call tier 2. These ones down here I call tier 3. Okay, so whereas you have 9 types of this fish, these kind. All right. And then you have 15 of those, and you have down here 11 tier 3, tier 2, tier 1. But what I did was, I actually, it took a little bit because, obviously you have your workers on it. But what I actually did was, if you can see, there's a little red thing there that says Clownfish 3. So they're prestiged at 3. Where on the other hand, these ones are prestiged at 5, which means when you look down, you will see it says yields 493. I'm not worried about the gold. What I want to get is the fish, which I get 2. So it kind of lightens the lines of what I used to have. It kind of helps me out because I'm not only getting 1, but now I'm getting 2, and the same rule applies with these ones, the white sardines. And I did put a little more of those in. Hopefully I can get those to 10 because if I do, then I'll end up getting like 3 fish. And I mean, honestly, when I even go to other farms, and I mean, whether they have workers on it or not, I really try to avoid the fish because you do not get a lot of favor or XP. So I let the guys do their job, and I don't worry about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you set it and forget it. And these guys here don't have any fish machines here yet, but I will be putting them in. And, and that's what I did. And it's sort of, I mean, I don't see any problems now with my fish. I mean, before, like the ones that are T1, whereas you only get 9 types of that species. What I did was to get my farm kind of, well, especially with where you want to prestige them. What I did was basically I prestiged this one and this one, and I actually prestiged them all only because these ones here obviously you only get 9 type. Okay, so my goal is to try to get them to be prestige at 5 or higher, but it's fine. But at least with that, I can lay them down as 9, 9 rows, which I did, and then the rest is all play because these type fish here, the tier 2. If you notice, the seasons are different. 7 seasons, some have 8, some have 12. With the these ones here, okay, the low level ones, T1, I call them T1s. With these, the tier 1 type fish obviously are going to spawn, quicker than obviously, the second type and the third type. So that's what that is. But I've been through this like when I first started playing the game. Yeah, I laid down the 9, but you know what I ran out of a lot of? These type fish right here. So, and I'm really thankful for the prestige because that has helped a great deal. So, there's that. And again, and I'm sorry for people that have seen me on YouTube and asked me a couple of questions, and it's not that I don't read them. I apologize if I didn't respond back to you in time, because I know, I do have people that want to, that view my videos on YouTube and they watch and, they learn. And the thing is, and they try to figure things out, and I try to get it down to as basic as possible, especially if you're new to the game, because I miss putting those lights over there. Okay, well, I've got to fix that, but that's okay. I want it to be nighttime. Anytime you want it to be nighttime, right? But that's what I did. And I also put my little, of course, my gnomes. Like this guy here, he's walking over here to his tent, or who knows where he's going. And then there's this guy here, he's waving. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I think it's great. But this is a pretty nice little area. And one of the things that I did do, too, was, obviously I put all my flowers over here. All of them. And it makes it easier for people to just kind of just come in, do the flowers. I mean, I know some people, they like doing crops. Me, I like doing crops too, because you earn more. If you're looking for the favor, the thumbs up. If you're looking for that, crops will definitely be your go-to. Flowers, on the other hand, and I don't care what flowers you do, that is going to be your XP. That's going to be your go-to for XP. And when I've tried, and a perfect example, I will show you, and I will go get some boosts from town because I'll show you. I'm glad those are ready. Oh, I've got to pay my workers. Look at that, big 6. And how you doing there, Richard? I don't know. You're gonna take my. Oh, I figured out what it is. I have a factory that makes cheese. The cows. Yeah. Well, there's also a factory that will eat your garlic as well. And I don't like that. So I have to go over here and sell her a couple of those. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go over here. Oh, gotta do my lettuce. Wow, I didn't realize. Okay. Now, I'm going to change this because I think for some reason it just was kind of 10%. Yeah, okay. 10%. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, that'll work. And I'm going to remove those trees that make it's. Those are not watermelons. They're melons. Melon trees or of some sort. And wow, they just make the world go upside down because I didn't realize it, but I put 2 trees in, and they're both P5s, and of course, they generate a lot, which is helpful. So let me get this stuff. I want to try to get this favor. See, I usually when I in town, I try to get the favor. Meaning if it's not full, mine isn't full any right now. So I try to get the favor from the NPCs, my thumbs up favor from the NPCs. I do that because they're just walking around, and it's free. Well, kind of not really free, but you know. So I have this habit. I got to go get them, and I chase them around the town. And that's why I'm saying about those bus stops when you put them in town. You don't really need to put bus stops in town. It's not a big area. It's actually a small little area. So let me go get some favor, and let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about with. Oh well. Let me see. 11 minutes is good for now. Okay, now I'm gonna go back here, go over to my flowers, and I'll show you something. And I'm gonna go to another farm too that has the flowers, so that way you can get a real up close and personal thing. These are poinsettias, a lot of them, a lot of people like poinsettias because they do give decent XP. I mean, whereas mine, these are not P5s, they're polar bear, and they give me right now at the moment 1700. Okay, but now, if you notice, it does give you, decent XP. It really does. There's another flower I discovered that gives you good XP as well. So I mean, it's it just depends. But see, the drawback about like with the difference between your thumbs up and your XP, it takes a little. It takes a little. It's obviously the fastest way to get your favor or your boost is to do crops. Okay, that's the fastest way, especially lettuce. If you see lettuce farms, go get it because it will. But flowers will not give you, and I don't care what flower it is, it's not going to give you fast thumbs up. It will give you great XP, but Now here's the golden ones. The golden ones give me 1840 XP. Okay? And the pink poinsettias give you 1850. Okay? So there is the difference. And, so there's that. But now I will go to another farm and hopefully her flowers will be up. But I will go to another farm and I'm going to show you like how it works with getting, your thumbs up. Because I know a lot of you come to my farm or, you go to other farms and then you leave. And I think, I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for. Are you there to get the favor, which I understand. If you don't see any low-level crops, you just go run away. But on the other hand, okay, your lettuce is your number one when it comes to getting, favor, thumbs up, corn, potatoes, just the low-level crops, they help you. Now, if you are starting a new farm, here's the thing. Try to get down, and I did this with someone, their farm was, less than level 20. Now, here's the thing. Like, the other day, this person, I went to their farm just to kind of help them out a little bit. And I said, you need to put lettuce down. I said, because, I gave them ribbons from me. So, and I said to them, I said, you know what? Your best bet is to grow lettuce. And as a matter of fact, Heather knows what I'm talking about because we did that with Heather's farm. We made her a little lettuce area. She was collecting diamonds and had no problem with that. Now, the problem, of course, getting ribbons, it's not a secret. You probably sit there only going to do quests. No, that's not really true. Because the shops that you get as you grow, in particular, like if you get a jam stall, those are just for apples and pears, right? Now, apple trees are very cheap, pears are very cheap. So basically, if you could put down 200 of apples and let's say 200 of pears, and have maybe one or two GM stalls, the factories, you will earn a decent amount for medals. Spice is the restaurant. Now here's the thing, when I can't remember now exactly how soon you start getting something that's spicy. I know the trees might be a little bit off, but then you do have your spice crop. So I mean, you gotta, like, if you have that machine there, let's say for your jam stalls, it's always going to be obviously pears and apples. But now your spice, that's when you start doing the shops and things like that. So, I'm going to see if I can venture out because I want to show you what I did to my first farm. You'll be going, oh my God, what did you do? Okay, let's go to a farm, hopefully, because I want to show you how with the favor here. Join farm. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here first. Okay. I want to go here first. And then I'm going to go down to here second. But I want to show you why. Okay. And if you ever see this farm, okay, this is my friend Ace's farm. So if you ever see, the name of the VP, Easy Let Us Have Favor. Okay. This is a great farm because it's loaded with fast, easy favor. Okay? I mean, look. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to show you. Here I am. I'm going to go and let it go all by itself. Now, if you notice, see how fast that's going? Okay? And this is just for lettuce. Okay? I'm not here, obviously, to get XP because, you don't get a lot of XP. But, on the flip side, I do have some boost, but that's okay. See, it's going to give him, look at that, 6 lettuce. Okay, so he must have P10s on these. Let me just double check. Yep, P10. So he's got him prestige at 10. So he has it where he gets 6 lettuce if I use a boost. Okay? And again, you don't get a lot of XP. And I'm not here to get a lot of XP. I'm just here to show you about the boost. I'm going to finish this row. And, and here's the other new thing. I know I showed this a couple of times. If you look to the far left, you're going to see the green beam. I mean, when I say to the far left, I mean way over where the brick wall used to be, the stone wall. Well, now, if you go to the carpenter guy, there's a tab where you can do your entire farm, like with the green bamboo, and it looks great. I mean, it looks great because I changed mine around too. And when someone had told me that, I says, "Oh, really?" I said, "Wow." So of course, I had to do that. And I know Ace does not like the tickets, so I'm not picking them up. And as you can see, the only thing obviously he has on this farm is his lettuce. But see, I'm already up to 134. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't get all the way to the end and hits 168. That would be just no. See, because I don't want it to do that. I hope it doesn't. But anyway, the first row, see now, like I explained, that it's going pretty quick. And so that's why I'm saying, when you see low level like lettuce, corn, potato, low level ones, your boost is going to go up. Oh, and I want to tell you that there are some animals that give you really good XP. Even if you have boost, the boost can be anywhere from 200 and up on the turkeys and I call them peacocks, peafowls, whatever people want to call them. Okay, so 145 over 168. That isn't bad at all. So now, see what I'm saying? So now let me hit another farm. Thank you, Ace. I know you're not there, but you know. Okay, let's go to. Okay, join farm. Okay, Lord Basa. Oh, I wonder if their farm is fixed. I'll try. Yesterday I tried to get there. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna. There's nothing you can do. I don't know if that means they're offline or whatever. So if you run across that, don't worry about it. Okay. So now I'm going to this other friend of mine's farm. She's a really wonderful person. She's from Canada, and I love her farms. I do. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Oh, where am I today? Oh, good. Flowers. Okay. Because yesterday when I was here, I was like loading it. Oh, this is totally different farm. No good. Okay, I'm all good. But now I want to show you. I'm going to go to the flowers. I'm going to show you something here. Okay, these are her flowers, right? Now watch this. It doesn't move really as fast as lettuce, but then again, see, this is all mainly for XP. And these are the low-end flowers. She's doing... See, this... Oh, she's got... I wonder if those... White. Okay, so she's using... Polar bear. Okay. But see now, I'm not getting quick XP. I mean, excuse me, favor. I'm not. Not as much as I did with lettuce, or even corn. So I wanted to show you that. I have to get me more coffee, people. Oh God. Let me see. Oh, she's got up those new flowers too, and then of course there's the horses and the donkeys. But now see, I'm still waiting to get to 168. But again, you have to bear in mind that when you're doing flowers, you're gonna get the XP. I mean, I would highly recommend. Yeah, go ahead. People that are low level, that are under level 200, you're better off trying to do the flowers. I get that, but your favor is not going to go up as fast as it would when you do low level crops. And and also when you're doing the animals, you get kind of a little bit of both. Let's see, 155. I would have already have had my favor more than this. Why did someone do that? Okay, I'm gonna go to here and get gas because you know what, I'm gonna run out. But let me go into her town. Wait a minute, stupid me. Okay, I'm gonna get me a little bit of this. Okay, so I got that. And so now the red ones are done? Whoa. Why does it... Oh. Never mind. I'm like, why? Okay. So you see, when I have boost on. So now I'm getting 110 XP. Okay? And she gets 2 flowers. Okay, and there's that. So, I mean, you can always look. I mean, like when you're harvesting, or like with flowers or anything, it always show you right up front what you're getting. Like with this here, it's 2 flowers, and then I get 110 XP. But now, bear this in mind: when you do not boost, you do not get 2 flowers and double the XP. You do not get that. Only if you have boosted doubles, and that's that. In gold too, you get a little bit of gold, but well, actually, the farm person, their owner of the farm gets the gold, and I think you no, you don't get gold. They do. But anyway, see, like this farm here is level 750, her farm, and there's that. Um, I see she has the alpacas over there, and I want to do those flowers because I really haven't paid much attention to what kind of XP you get. I honestly haven't paid attention to that. So, guys, you're gonna have to bear with me to figure it out. Of course, I want to go have my coffee. I wish this game, like it could. I mean, the only way you can do it is to exit out of your farm or the person's farm. But I kind of wish they had a pause, like you can just kind of like. I get what it might entail. It's unlike some games that I've played, where like if you leave the screen, they have like a pause that you can just pause out, and you're not going to lose um, your boost. Okay, so now I'm gonna head over to. I want to do so the guy that's doing the tree. Oh, no. Okay, so these are the newer flowers that we got. Okay, so see now it's 200 XP. Okay, and the gold ain't bad. That's what they get. And again, we're gonna get the two flowers, but that isn't bad. But now, again, if you look at my favor, it's not really moving as fast as it would if I was doing a crop. Okay, there is that. Um, I mean, even though I mean, usually if I go to some of my friends' farms, I'll try to get a boost. If I can. If I can't, it's because I need it. Um, so there's that. But these are some of the new flowers that we got. Nice. Okay, so I did all of that. I really wish that the other farm was open. Does she have crops here that I can do at all? Nope. No. Oh, well, maybe the pumpkins. But I have a feeling she got them set up. Yeah, see, she got all. Okay, I'm gonna probably. I'm gonna let her know. Heather, he must be going computer, Xbox crazy. Oh no, you guys got the Switch thing. Yeah, he must be going Switch crazy. Oh, wait a minute. He could probably have it in the hospital or wherever he is. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, I forgot about that. So far, the weather's been, and we did get snow again, like 2 times, but thank God it was just a dusting. I mean, just a little dusting. Okay, now I'm gonna head over to her horses if I can. Okay, 33. Okay. Okay, here's the donkeys, for example. Okay, now look at that. I mean, you'll get decent XP provided you use a boost. She gets 2 horseshoes. See? But I want to find a farm other than a lettuce farm. I want to find a farm that's got, everything that I need. I want some crops. Let's see. Now you see. How did I miss? Oh, because someone. Let me see. So she must. Hmm. A worker's doing something over there. Okay, so that's where they're feeding them. Okay, I got it. Okay, so there's that. Okay. But see, I mean, I know I traded in for, some boost for to help her out. But again, like, see, some of these, they don't move as quickly as you do in crops if you need boost. If you don't want the boost and you just want to get the XP, then, animals, and crops will give you XP too. Not like the low level crops, not so much. Um, so there's that, so let me hopefully get this row finished because I'm going to exit out. I'll let her know later on that I came to her farms, just to show it off. This is Nanur. It's a really beautiful farm. I love coming here, and she has a different farms too, um, and she works very hard to get these animals up. I'm taking my time at it. Let's see, she's got the feeders. The only thing is about these feeders, they only feed up to 30. Okay, so now I'm going to exit out. Okay, I'm going to join another farm, hopefully. I see Maya. Oh, let's see what she's got. But hold on a second, guys, before I disappear into the world of bliss or whatever. I'm going to go grab myself a coffee, but I'll be right back. No worries. Okay, I'm back, sorta, kinda. Oh, okay. La la la. Let me see. Um, let's go visit Maya's farm. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, she's on the chillin' farm, I think. Look at that. This is where you go to chill out. You see what I'm saying? When you're chilling out, like, jump in the whoosies. Oh, these are great. Yeah, there's this one. See, just see, there gives you two positions. So, like, if you've had too much to drink at the bar, okay, you just go over here and you pass out. Oh, wait, that's not the pass outside. You pass out. See? And of course, there is this. I thought it was the other one. She does have the bathrooms. And, obviously you can't close the door because, I don't know. But where is her? Those are apples. What am I doing? Oh, she has. Okay, so she. I think those are potatoes. Let's go to 28. And I hear a woodpecker off in the distance. It's so funny. Okay, now these are the regular potatoes. They're like low level, so watch this. Oh, I guess not. Okay, let's try these. Nope. Nope. See, this is the only drawback, Maya. When I go to farms. Oh, so wait, wait. It says corn. Okay, okay. So, and they're ready, and I can't harvest them? Why is that? Okay, Maya. Let me see what my privs are. Full. That's weird. But why can't I harvest your corn? That's very strange. Okay, let's try these. I can't harvest anything. Why? Okay, Maya, just to let you know, I'm here on your farm and I can't harvest anything. I mean, not even the trees. Look at that. That's very strange. And it says I have full. Okay, so I'm going to leave because I have no idea why I can't harvest anything, so. But anyways, I'm going to join a farm somewhere. Let's find all. Let's see what we can find, get ourselves into, right? Oh, Dr. Red, Southbury Acres. Let's see what that's all about. Okay, thank you. Oh, this looks if interesting. You don't see. Oh, uh huh. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. I'm just checking. He's got a lowly harvest permission only. So what does it mean when you go to farms and let's see. I don't know. Can't harvest. I'll just leave. When I can't do anything, I just leave, because the guy probably is setting up his farm and who knows what he's doing. Little bit of goop favor, Chibbit, thankful, Remy, Toof, Emily Farm. Let me see if I can find something that I can do. Okay, the She Devil. Ooh, let's go to the She Devil Farm. Ha! Let's hope I can get to do something. Okay. La 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 la. Alrighty. I want to find something. Oh, boy, she's got a lot. Oh, pineapples and... Okay, let's do her down here, number 6, which is the pineapples. That's... How come I did gas and that happened? Okay. Okay, good. She kind of sort of needs to pay her workers. That's just me. Okay, here we go. I don't know what it's going to plant or replant, but we'll see. Okay, we're good. So now I'm doing crops. I'm getting 12,000 for her. I'm getting 2 pineapples and 12 XP. But see my favor? Now that's just by doing crops. Not bad. So but she's got a lot of... So on this farm here, she's got a lot of alpacas and a lot of the uh, unicorn, which they both eat the same thing. So there's that. And she's only got one worker that just says, "Well, I'm not going to work today." So, there's that. But here I am, though, doing, right now, I'm just doing her, just for myself anyway. So I'm doing pineapples, and, my boost is going to go up, and I have 8 minutes for boost. And my favor will go up. And I don't know if you're watching, Maya, but I couldn't do anything on your farm. I have no idea why. I couldn't do anything. I mean, and I had full. Oh, okay. So now, reason host closes session. Okay, whatever that means. I'm gonna go to my farm, but I'm gonna go to farm one. I'm gonna show you what I did. And on here, my main farm. Let me just show you. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay, so basically, I'm here, and maybe they have a secret they don't want us all to see it. But I'm gonna head over here to number 14 because I want to get rid of these eggs out of there. Oh, no more pineapples. Oh, good lord. But now I have. Oh, and I hope they don't. They. Okay, so yeah, I'll have a little bit of boost on it. Um, and see, that's the thing about, your boost and in favor and things like that. Just to kind of give you a little idea, you know, it's the choices that you make. If you go to the flowers, you're gonna get obviously, you know, um, Maya. What's going on with your farm? I was on your farm just a few minutes ago, and I couldn't harvest anything. I mean, even the trees I couldn't harvest. So I don't know what was up with that. And I do have full privs there, so I don't know what happened. Your guess will be as good as mine. Yeah, if you notice, I went from one thing to the next thing, and I went to the trees, and I said, okay, that just, I don't know. It's not you. It was, I don't know. But I couldn't harvest anything. Yeah, that I just thought that was really strange. That I went to the farm and I said, you know, I mean, I wait a minute. I think even some of the crops. Oh, the corn. There you go. The corn. It's 4 seasons, and I couldn't harvest those. I'm like, okay, that's not right. You know what I mean? It was like that's not right. So then I moved up again and again, and I'm like, I couldn't harvest anything. So and I did look at my privileges. They were full, so that means I should have been able to do that, but I wasn't able to do nothing. So. Um, I don't. I don't think you could. No, that's really weird. I mean, it's like when you give somebody full, and then all of a sudden they go to harvest something. It's like, okay. And then that last farm that you came on, that I was on, they 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 closed their farm down or something. I don't know. Maybe they were being secretive and they didn't want us to see their. I don't know. See, I already have. Oh no, I don't have that. I'll do the zucchini. But just to show you the overall picture. Yeah, well, yeah, and you have full. Well, when you came to my farm, I think your privs were changed or something by some weird phenomenon. I don't know. But if you notice, guys, I put my bunnies up there. I'm waiting for the eggs. Yeah. And what I did was, okay, I got to do that. Okay, and I'll show you what I did to my signs until we get eggs. Um, and right now I'll show you. for the Easter event. Get down there. Oops. Okay. I have 8,340 bunnies. And I think the, you know how there's the one that's just good, the main ones, the most, like, I think at that time it was 5,000 or 6,000 bunnies. So I kind of figure it is what it is, there it is, you know? Um, what I might do is, and I think I'm gonna, but you know, it's such a pain in the butt to do because what's after? I have no idea what's after Easter. I don't even want to think. Um, let me show you what. Let me just show you how I got this set up. Obviously, okay. See, and I don't know why I used my favorite fencing and it screwed up and screwed up. So I said, you know what? Forget about it. So this row and this row, okay, I'm going to add 2 more rows for bunnies right here, okay? And then um, the rest here will be eggs. Now, as to, you know, like I could always drop down and go and put more eggs here if need be, because I want to make sure that I have at least 10,000 eggs, you know. Um, I don't think the eggs will be 2 hours. I can't remember. Hopefully there'll be an hour. That would be wonderful. Um, so this farm will definitely be set up, ready to go, and I'll probably be AFK a lot. But at least it's here. I do have the lettuce down here for people that come to get favor. And you know, it's interesting. I have had people when there's a quest item or something up, they go to those lines where I, because what I did was with my signage. This is what I did, just so you know when I go and why is that like that? Okay, see this here. I put what? Oh, crap. Okay, I didn't. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. You know, I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put a fencing up here. Well, not a fence, but something. Let me see. So, there's 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be that. 2, 3. Okay, so what I can do is put the little wall up. Yeah, I really honestly tried to. I tried to put the other ones up that I like because it has the lights on top of the fencing, and I was like, "Huh, not working." Okay, but I'm gonna take that fencing down to the right because, well, for the time being. Let's see, that sign should not be there. Well, no, it won't. Yeah. I keep forgetting I gotta take some of these down because obviously it's covering over to that side. And like I said, I can always get it to go in, you know, use the lettuce fields as opposed to these ones off here. So that's what I plan on doing is just going that route and, you know, doing that. It'd be a lot easier. Pink. But I know you guys will all enjoy the Easter event. I haven't seen anything if they're going to add something new. It would, you know, I'm not going to say it would be nice because you know what? No, 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 no. Well, they might, you know, you never know. And Maya, if you're still there. So, did you do the move finally? And how did it go? Okay. Okay, so I'm glad I'm getting these now because otherwise I would forget. Yes, I know about the exhausting part. You know, Maya, I think I mentioned this early on, but you know something? When I was finally last year able to, do the closing and all of that, you want to know what I did? And I honestly didn't care. Um, Guys, you got to understand. I mean, I know some of you know the history and some of you don't, but I want to tell you something. It was a blessing for me. Um, what I did for myself for my first night overnight, okay? Oh, God, it was a blessing. I I made sure. Oh, what I did was I made sure that the night that we did the close, I made sure that my coffee maker, okay, and my coffee cups, and I do put my cream and sugar and stuff in. Um, I made sure I had all the necessities for coffee first thing the next morning. Yeah. I made sure I had all of that. Oh, yes, indeed, I did. I was like, no. I wished, unfortunately, the I had a moving company. I didn't. I had friends help me move, and then of course it was going down there individually and just packing up what little stuff I wanted to get from the house, and that was that. And finally said goodbye and farewell, and it was just really weird, like having to go back there and um, getting all my stuff out. I mean, it was tough having to say goodbye to 30 years of being there and the memories. And it wasn't like I was throwing my memories away. It was just a tough thing for me to do. It was like when I knew that I wasn't going to go back there, that's when it was like, oh man, I really got to say my goodbyes now, don't I? And yeah, I did. Okay, so what did I do? Cause sometimes, okay, so that fit. Oh, and that thing in the middle is no. Well, this is not gonna be a problem. Oh my gosh, really? Well, I did have a treadmill, but I gave it away. I did have a treadmill. I gave it away. Wait a minute. Why? Oh, because I didn't extend it? Is that why? Okay, these. Wait a minute. Now I'm confused over here. Let me see. What am I doing? Number 9. Let's go. I hate these now. I really do. Hmm?
That one's charged.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I had to use it.
Oh, no, that's fine. Let me see. Where am I? Oh, that stuff is ready, and I have no clue where I am. Okay, go to 7. I keep asking myself, why did I put these trees up there? But that's okay. They help. And it's, you know what? The thing I like about the new trees is you harvest them in the wintertime, so. And then on my other farm. But yeah. My farm looks like crap right now, so unfortunately. Sorry, guys. It does. Looks like crap. And I don't think. Canary melons! Oh, yeah. Let me do. Let me hopefully do them. Oh, no, no. Canary melons are not winter. Definitely not. I know they're not. I got that on those on Farm 2. Farm 2. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me get back to this over here. Okay. So 7, 8, 9. Okay. So see, these two here will be for. I'm gonna just double check something. Yeah. Good. So these two here, I'm gonna extend the rabbits into this area. This area here. Okay. So which means take this down. I should have done it this way. I think I was gonna put grapes here and I didn't, of course. See, why? Grapes. Wait, one in there. So I kind of screwed up here, guys. I most likely oh, yeah. No, I get you. Oh. So wait a minute. I should have technically have moved. Because if I wanted 1 and 2. I thought I moved this. That's probably where I'm getting all confused here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I'm going to go over here. Oh, figures. I have to look. You know, the only way I can find out if it's moving correctly. That's it right there. Okay, so I copied it, so at least I know that that will be fine over here. And I think it was supposed to be for 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Cut this out. Take this little guy and put him here. Yeah. And all I have to do is 5, 6. Perfect. And then, does it have that thing? Yep. Okay. Okay, so these go. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. Okay, I like how that came on. All right. So, I've got to fix this again. 36 by 30. See, and I made see, this is what I did. I'll show you. See, until the eggs were available, right? People really can't plant anything here unless it's a quest item, you know. So, and that's what I decided to do. Just kind of go that route. We've only got a few more days till Easter. And, you know, I just want to make sure my farm is set up right and proper. So that way when the people do come here, they'll have, you know, what they need. Ooh. Uh-oh. You know what I just did? Yeah, ain't gonna let that happen again. Okay, copy. Thank you. And go up here. I keep forgetting. Hit the Y. Ah. Well, you know, honestly, I don't know. And, you know, I know a lot of people are wondering. I'm wondering the same thing. But you know, I've been reading in their Discord channel, and I really haven't seen anything that indicates that they're going to add any new stuff. But it's going to end on the 23rd. See, I had the dates all screwed up. So, but that's okay. I mean, if they do add something new, then they will. But like I said, I haven't seen anything in their forums or in their you know nothing. And which is fine. If they don't add anything new, hey, they've done a great job anyway. Okay. See, now I'm getting the hang of it. It's even worse is when I have to do the eggs. But, again, if, I wanted to change it back, let me show you. Okay, so now, if I wanted to change it back to, let's say, quest crops only, or actually this, that's where you just put the eggs in, boom, you're done, and you do copy paste. You know what I mean? That's what you do. So, I mean, and so here, I don't have to worry about somebody being silly and putting down a bazillions of something just because they got nothing better to do. Um, that's how I keep my stuff like here, like that. Oh, there's an eggplant. So does that mean? Yes, it does mean. Those are quested. That's a quested area. This is. All of these rows will be quested areas until the eggs show up. Oh. And I have to change that to 26. And that's fine, you know? Because the whole thing is all set for that. Now, I'm going to go back to number 9, which is, where is it? I just had them. Okay, so now, see, this area here will just be grapes. See, and, I could change it to whatever I want, really. What? Oh, yeah. You had to tell me, no, you can't plant the grapes there? Yeah. And I'm probably going to have to change the sign back here because, copy. And this is only going to be, well, there's going to be quite a few grapes coming. But you know what? Hey. And I only have now, I only have now 2 grape machines, by the way. Just a heads up. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I see what I did. I'm sitting there going, why ain't there no more grapes? It's okay. I'm so used to doing this. Oh, it's on the bottom, I think. Yeah. But see, I can set it down. Okay, and then you go here, and you just hit Y. And then you're good. I should have changed it for, I don't really need, well, I should have changed it to, garlic. And I just realized why I'm losing so much. It's not just even just the animals. I do have the 2 machines, which is really weird. Now I got to hand do these. Oh, come on. You're not going to let me put them down? Are you serious? Okay. Now, I'm going to do this. How many grapes do I have? Oh, that's it? Oh. Well, I might as well do another one because, yeah. Makes sense, right? Okay, so I've got this going on over here. And turn it around. And then I want to do Y paste. And always, please, guys, make sure you have this requires replant, because what that means is that person that harvests this area, if you put no, they can plant whatever they want, and you don't want that. So just keep that in mind. Oh, I got to do the grapes again. Of course. I wonder if it's going to plant them, because sometimes, oh, okay, it will. Sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know why that is, but sometimes it doesn't. So, oh no, it's not going to be halfway, so I know I'm going to have to do one more. Okay, alrighty. Oh, dum-dum, Right. Oh, see, alright, I'm being a baby, yeah, I know. Okay, so now let me just see how many grapes I have. No, I think I'll do one more. And then I will put this, hopefully. Where are you? Okay. They're always on the bottom. I think it's because you put it by category. Okay, so now we do this. And I'm going to hit Y. It's really nice when you can do that copy and paste. Believe you me, it saves a lot of time. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it does plant my grapes right away. I'm just oh, I think it's gonna go over. No, maybe not. It shouldn't. It should be right. Okay, so it'll be a little bit over 400. The reason why I say that, you see this little line right there? That's where the center of the map is. Just FYI. Okay, so we've got, oops. We've got 400, yeah, okay, 427, see? That's okay, it's not gonna hurt me. Okay, now, what I'm thinking of doing is putting up something. Where the heck is it? Oh, I want to do by resource, and here's the reason. Okay, I want to look and see what is reasonable. I'll put the sign up, that way it'll help me. I keep forgetting, use that sign, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, there we go. Now, I have a feeling, yeah, this is going to be a 36 by 36. Now, let me show you something. I could do 36 by 36 or whatever that was be pasted at, but the only problem is you're going to see all this be grape stuff. We don't want that. So, but what I will do, okay, I'm going to show you. See, it's Thompson grapes. We don't want Thompson grapes. We want, resource. Okay, and I'm going to go over it. I could exit out, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, what do we got? 2 seasons, 1. I don't, no, I'm not going to do that. No. Where's my French bean? Right there? Okay, French is spring, winter. Okay, we'll take a French bean. And there was one other one that I used to use. Spring. So I need a summer, fall. Ooh, no. Summer, fall. That's the one I used. Okay, so now I'm just going to exit out on these. Whoops. See, I mean, it makes it easier, like if I can just exit out just like that. Requires replant? Yes. Now, here's the thing. I want to copy. The reason being is because the next row, okay, will be like, obviously it's going to be all the way down with garlic. You know what's interesting? I cannot, and I don't know, I don't know why, but I cannot, even though it's, the other farm was my farm too. Um, Oops. I can't sculpture the Easter Bunny statue. But I know that early. Oh, oh, God, don't do that. But I remember you had a problem with doing that Easter Bunny statue. I remember you did, Maya. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, because, I mean, that is going to be one of the big things is that statue. So we shall see. See? And there's another little trick that I do, not on a long scale field, but when I have smaller crop fields, I don't always put down two of, something, like I just did with these, French bean and the other bean. Um, and basically, what I do is sometimes, like, like with corn, let's say, for example, with corn, I usually add in a couple of other different type wheat items because they're helpful and let's say a quest comes up or something, I don't have to always I don't always have to depend on, what's there. So I do add some off things that, for that, like if it's just me, obviously harvesting my stuff. Oops. Yeah, this helps too. Um, I think the other one was 26, but we'll find out. But see, I'll give you an example. Okay, so we have the French Hythe bean, and here I have two open slots, right? So what I usually do, in particular, is try to add something from here. I usually do that. That's what I usually do. But I do it on a smaller scale because it's, I want something and I got to get it done. So there's that. Um, I mean, so I just wanted to give you a little heads up on that. Like, you don't always have to put down the standard one thing or two. Um, I mean, you can do it like I had with the grapes, because there's four seasons and four different grapes. So what I try to do is, oh, that's coming to the end. Okay, so I think this should be. Oops. I think this should be 26. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll find out, won't I? Okay, so I'm going to add this one here. And by the way, guys, this is just temporary until I get my eggs. Okay, so I'm going to do the usual paste, but I have a feeling, and I'm just going to show you how I kind of figure it out a little bit. I do this, but I'm pretty sure it's 26, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out. And because this is the only row that I'm doing this on, by the way. I'm not doing it on the row over there. I'm just doing it this row in particular. So I'm going to hop on, get my thing. I think it is 26. I don't think it's. The reason why I'm trying to get it down is because when you get to the road, it doesn't do anything to your farm or your crops or anything like that. Yeah, I think I extended it too far. Nope, I did not. Good for me. Okay, so you see what I did? So all of this here will be, like these rows here will be, for now, for the time being, these rows here, will be that, which is fine, you know. I'll have it just as as quest items, and because, I don't get too many. Oops. Oh. Okay, so now I got one, right? And I might. I'll go down here because I don't want to. Okay, so I'm gonna put a quest item down, but see what I'm saying? I don't remember that's okay. But see, I can do them here. And they're, done. And if anybody, the only thing, like I said, that they can do on this here, where it says quest items only, quest items only, and they can't change it. So, though I think my friend looks like crap because it's usually full with stuff, and now it's not. Okay. Okay, so now I got that done. I thought I had these put up, but I guess not. Okay, not a big deal. I should, this is going to drive me cuckoo. I only need to have 80 lime trees, right? And lime is one season. And it's a terrible thing to upgrade. I mean, if you wanted to have that for, prestige, don't even bother. It's just going to be a waste of your time. Okay, now let's go to 9. All right, where we know. Let me see. Chinese. Okay, so I want to just double check on what my quest log was. Because, it does change. And my Venus flytraps are on another map. See, lime tree. I really should. You know what? I think I will. Fed up? Oh, wait a minute. Lentil. I think I put those on another. I'll just pin it. Those are done. Oh, and I need to go to that farm, sorry. Okay, so here we go. These will put down, okay, grapes, which is fine with me. See, so this is how I know it's working. I mean, and like, again, I only have 2 grape machines, so I'm not going to go cuckoo crazy. And the one that eats a lot right now is the garlic. Yeah, the cheese machine, the one that uses garlic. When you have that machine at level 100, it's going to need 900 garlic per machine if it's 100. See, and I only have 2 of them. Because for the life of me, I'm sitting there going, why do I have, like sis, why do I have 5,613, garlic, you know, and in a sense, the grapes, well, I just added a new one. So, I kind of figure, I would do this for the grapes, and then I would do this, put the other thing down for the garlic. Um, because there is nothing else other than there is an animal that does eat garlic, and I can't remember which one it is, and I should know this one. Maybe it is goats. No, goats? No, 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 no. No, it's not the goats. I think it's one of the. I think it's one of the llamas now. I can't remember. Oh goodness. Am I supposed to remember everything? Yeah, you are. That's what my kids used to tell me. My kids would ask me. My kids would ask me something, and they'd go, you know, where is this? What is that? I said, am I supposed to know everything? Yeah, your mom. Yeah, okay. Love them. And guys, I'm still working on opening up, and they've been like, how can I put it? They're like new old stuff, crops, and I'm still working on trying to open those. I mean, they're lettuce, anyways, but it's just like, wow, I got to remember all that to just, So every now and then I say, oh yeah, there's those shards, and oh yeah, there's those onions, and I probably should use a row right here. But of course, I can't because of the fact that this is for just, you know, quested items, or this one here in particular is specific. So there's that. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can kind of sort of play with things here to set it up. Okay. See, I got the grapes and that going on. So, um, okay. What am I doing? Oh, I want to. I think they're ready. I don't even know what I put in this house to make. Oh, somebody did. Someone was here. And they probably made that sculptor, you know. Yeah, but it's funny. So I don't know how this farm is going to be on Easter. I mean, even though I know I got everything from my other farm. Okay, let me show you something. Is it this? Yeah. Okay. So I have 4 of these cheese factories, right? And they're all level 100. So here I'm going to do this. They're not full already. But if you look, 480. Oh, this is the cows. Oh, God. It's all right. The cows will love me. I thought those were the cheese ones. I should. Okay. Oh, yeah. Great. I did buy one more tomato machine. I see. Look at you need 900 tomatoes when you reach that tomato machine factory to 100. And see the same thing. Grapes weren't so bad because the refill at their level of is only 480, so that's not too bad, you know. Okay, so here's my lemons. These are the lemon ones. Okay, 960. Not bad, you know. I think one should be less than 100, no? That's got to be the only one then. Yep. No. Wow, they all made 100. Yay. As I added. No? Wow. That's pretty quick. There, these little culprits. This here, okay, 900 garlic. And if you remember, I had 5,000, right? Because I was sitting there going, what is eating my garlic? Whoa, hello. See that? 3,813. And I had 5,000, right? Okay. I don't think these are ready. Oh gosh, they are. Oh my. And one of my little routines I do is ice fishing things. I think those are great. You can have as many as you want. The pot of gold, you're only allowed to have 5 on your farm. And they put out pretty good, you know? Like the fishing things. 10, 10, it's really nice. I like it. So let's do this. And I only have four fish ones here on this map. Um, on farm 2, I don't have any workers that are doing that, you know what I mean? So I'm probably going to delete them. I only had a couple anyway, so I'm probably going to delete those. I'm not going to, go crazy cuckoo about it. Shallow. I thought I put those in those. Okay, so I got those 2 done. I think I put those shallow ones on the You know what? I think I did. I think I did this one and this one on my other farm with more crops because obviously this was not going to have like a lot of crops. It's only going to have what it has, and so there's that. If in a pinch. So, I might get to the point where, cause see, I only have those 2 factories for the garlic. So what I might end up doing is I might find a spot on another map to, on another farm, maybe farm two, because I do have stuff there. So what I might end up doing is just going to farm two, putting an extension of, garlic there, because I don't really, honestly, I don't really want to do that, because if I do it here, it's going to be one row of 800 garlic, and I don't want to waste that. I just don't want to waste that space. Um, Let me see. So lime. Oh my gosh, it's not going to be. Wait, what did I say lime was? Um, Spring. Oh, good lord. Okay. So the other thing which I love to do is that person logged out, right? I hate moving around when there's people on my farm. Okay, so I'm gonna go to farm two for a moment, and because I do know that I put stuff there for it as far as questing was concerned. Um, and see, okay, oh, I did put those down. I didn't put those down, and it is winter time. Oh well, you know what? And I said it's spring. Well, guess what? We'll wait. We'll wait those few minutes. I am not going to go cuckoo crazy. Ah, see? Look at that. I was, well. See, this is another spot that I made on my second farm. Um, to basically put whatever for for this. For like like a lot of my crops will be like obviously down there. And, that I knew I had a feeling I did that. Okay, so we have these. Yeah, because I remember I did that. Because the third farm is just, like I said, it's going to be just strictly fish and flowers. And, that's it. I set this up, though, to be my animals and then my animals and there's trees. And I have all the trees up, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I usually sometimes I just spend like, maybe 10 minutes here. And that's the other thing too, is because, when I bounce from farm to farm to farm, I kind of decided, well, should I leave it open publicly or should I do it privately or whatever? Because, sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something and it's like, obviously it's not an event time. So, but I have to, I try to keep my farm open as much as possible. But when my farm is down, it's because, I'm doing something like, what was it, yesterday? I was doing stuff with my fish. I was just putting my fish down. I said, you know what? I got to get those done because there were quests for the fish. And I'm like, I got to get them done. 46 seconds. Okay, so they got those, and bunnies are up there. See, I put those, and that's what I did too. I put the alpacas and I put the unicorns up top there, not to mingle around with my other animals, but that's what I went ahead and did. So there's that. And see, and here's what I'm going to show you too. Another thing. See, this is what I do with my regular crop stuff. Like right now, I have 3 different type corns, right? Even though we know, like corn is a P5 or maybe more, I don't know. But corn's a P5, so I know I'm guaranteed to get 2 corn. Then there's Junin and strawberry, okay. And if I really wanted to step it up a little bit, I could have put a 4th type of wheat there, but I did not yet. And if I have to, I can do that just because it's a quested item. So, but now I'm gonna get them stupid lime trees. Yeah, give me those gosh darn lime trees. Go crazy for them. I mean, I've been waiting for these lime trees, and I keep missing the season. And that, well, the thing is too is I don't have lime trees everywhere. I have them in, just one area. So my bad. Oh, okay. So they're gonna be over here. Yeah, I actually I was gonna prestige them, but then I thought, oh no, this ain't working. These are like the worst trees to prestige. They're one season, by the way, but they're the worst trees because if you look at the little ticker, they don't really level up that great. So, just FYI. Common spinach. Ooh. I wonder if that's a. See, and then my guys are doing. And I have my guys doing obviously the most important trees. The ones that I want to have them a little level up better than what they are. So let's see. Oh, yeah, I'll get those. Oh, and this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. One day, I'll take it. I, yeah, I did. I did the melons. Oh, God, 260 of these things, huh? Tea Factory is slow. I couldn't figure that out. I'm like, wow. I only have two tea factories anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. And I want to take this moment to put some prayers out there for people that need them. Yes, I do. Especially you, CJ. I think about you all the time, and I'm glad you're doing well and that you'll be home. Home's always important for us, especially when you're sick and then you end up in the hospital, and it's not even the food, it's not even the TV. You're just not home, and I totally get that. Um, I totally get it. But I want to put some strong prayers out there for those that need them. And I want to put some prayers out there for those that are caretakers of others. You know, um, just to let you know that you are appreciated for everything that you do for others. And I know that that job can be very strenuous and it can be hard on you. But just know that people do say their prayers and they are appreciative of what you do for them. You know, um, and finally, for some of us, a lot of us, the winter is gone and it's over with. I can't say the same about me because we did get snow last week. So it's like, come on, will you please just warm up and be nice? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like, why? Why is it doing this to me? I know. I chose to move to New Hampshire, but you know something? I really like where I am. Um, it's nice and quiet. I've lived in the city for many years. And it's kind of funny. I had this discussion with my brother last night, and apparently he's going to be meeting with this lady friend of his up in New Hampshire, and he was saying, "Yeah, she's got 3 dogs, and you know, da 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 da." I says, "Well, you got to understand something." I said, "People up here in New Hampshire are more. They are kind of laid back, but they're more like." The reason, and they have farmlands, where they have their farms, they have their chickens and other livestock. And I said, the reason why they have a lot of dogs, for example, I said, is because of their livestock. I says, and then they have these things they're called barn cats, which is obviously it's a cat. But the reason why they have that is because the barn cats keep away, the small rodents and things like that. And I told my brother about, I said, have you ever heard of free roaming chickens? He goes, no, what are those? I said, literally, the chickens are just free roaming around. I said, it's kind of healthier for them. They're not caged up in a coop or anything like that. And they do that sometimes with other livestock as well. So he goes, really? I goes, yeah. So I said, that's why, when you see people with obviously a lot of dogs. It's not just because they want 3 or 4 or 5 dogs. It's because, it keeps away other things that you don't want to have around you. We're not, it's unlike the city. When you have a dog in the city, the dog is there to protect you. Well, the other thing is when you have a dog here in the country, it's a totally different reason. It's for to keep the bigger critters away. Foxes and things like that. Yeah, yeah. So that's why you might see people with a lot of dogs, especially if they have, you know, farms or with. Well, I'm sure, and they do have crops up here too. Like they have the strawberries, they have the blueberries, and just recently, about a week ago, they do the maple syrup and they get it out of the trees, and it's a big to do up here. So it's kind of neat, because you don't see that in the city. You don't really see that. You kind of see a little bit more of people like living off the land kind of thing. I mean, people now they are showing out their home baked goods, and it's really interesting. And hopefully, which I do know I will do, um, my plan is when I get out and about. Oh, you bet, I am going to do lots of videos and take pictures and stuff. Obviously, last year because I moved in, I didn't have time to do that. I did one car show, and I went there. It was really nice, seeing all the old cars and things. But this year, I plan on obviously doing my garden. I plan on getting out more and do some of the local events, just going to them because they're fun and you meet the local people, and the local people here are very nice, and I like that. In the city, I get it. People in the city are in a rush to get I don't know where, but that's the way they drive. That's the way they get on elevators. It's like that. But I think my experience when I lived in Colorado was that people were and this was going back some years. When I lived in Colorado, um, they were very laid back, very nice people, and I really liked it. And I liked the lifestyle. And I remember my family disapproved of me living in Colorado, but I'm like, you know what? It's really nice out here. I could live here forever and never walk back. But I did. I came back. I went back to my old state. It was the same crap, every day with that. But you know what? It was a good learning experience about people. And I haven't been to every state, so I can't. So people, if you're from another state, don't be offended. It's like when I went to Texas, great people. Yes,
Coffee all day, don't waste it.
I won't. I had some. But when I went to Texas, for example, a few years back, oh my goodness, people were wonderful. I mean, they were really wonderful. Even in the city, they were wonderful people. I mean, and we all know this as a fact that, every place you go, it does have its good and it does have its bad. But, I enjoyed the traveling that I did in my lifetime. I did. Um, But then again, it's like I went to Florida, and this was when I was very young. But when I went to Florida, I mean, people were nice. Though there were some that were like, ooh, I think someone forgot to tell them that the war was over. But anyways, and if somebody you and I hope some of you understand where I'm saying that because this was going back in the day, and so and here I am, I was at a very tender age, I think of 14, 15 years old, and I thought everybody was the same, and they're not. Oh God, am I bad? Now, see, I set this little area up, by the way. These are all my P5s, Prestige to 5. If it gets higher, it gets higher. I don't care. But I do know that at Prestige 5, I can get 2 of everything. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I like about that. So I'm building back up. Oh, look at that. 43. Ooh. The weather is getting a little better, guys. My granddaughter, I spoke to, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, was so funny. It's 72 degrees here. She lived in Indiana. I'm like, oh my God. I was so jealous of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, it's like down in the 30s over here. Oh, man. I mean, really, I was like praying, please, Lord, give us a little more warm weather, make the snow melt. And it has, most of it. So I hope you all keep me in mind for the Easter event. My farm will be up and ready for yous. I may not be up and ready, but you know what I'm going to do, like I did the last time through the St. Patty's thing. Oh God, I am so ready for spring. It's not even funny. I was ready for spring a couple of weeks ago, but that's me. I'm so ready for it, because I look out of my yard and I look out there and you know how when you look at what you're going to do. I look at my yard and I say, well, this is what I want to do. And yeah. I mean, and it's funny because I have a couple of plants in my house. Yeah, I mean, I'm dying to get out there and just do my thing and. Because I should send you a picture of this, Maya, so you can get what I'm doing here. I have an ivy plant. And I also have a rose plant that I had from last year. Yeah, yeah, I praise the Lord that they still lasted. Because I left them outside last year, and they actually did good. One is roses. Now here's the thing, though. It's like one of those small. Um, I want to say like teacup roses, and I do have the little sticker for it. Ivy's ivy. So you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I will send you those pictures because what's interesting is, I did sort of follow the directions. I got them in a nice planter. I'm not going to put those in the ground because I'm too scared to do that. Um, and I just figure, you know what? The ivy still grows good in the house, and the rose, it it's still growing pretty strong. It's not big, but it's a small little, small thing of roses in a plant pot, in a pot. So I'm just gonna take my time. But I do, and it's interesting because what I do is, when I water them and everything, I make sure I take the plants and switch them because the one thing that I have noticed is that they point towards wherever they can get the sun, the sunlight. So, and what I do is every other week is I turn them so that way, because you'll see them there, like they're going to one side because they go, oh, that's where the sun is. But now I put them the opposite way of where they were. And now what they're doing is they're kind of like, oh man, we got to move and go that way. So now they're kind of standing up straight and tall, which is great. It's a great thing. Um, so I got that going on. But yeah. Um, the weather is still a little chilly. Unfortunately, too, I had two poinsettia, um, you know, plants. One I don't know, but the other one it's thriving. I think those are the ones that you have to kind of like leave sitting in the dark, and I don't have too much darkness in this room. So, but the other one is thriving pretty good. So, at least I have one. And then, of course, I checked my mums that I have out there. I checked them last week. They're not bad. They're still there, and all I have to do now is just kind of cut them back a little bit, and they'll be growing. But yeah, so I'm taking my time with it, and I'm going to have fun with it, and of course, I got those little things that you little uh canarios, I guess. I don't know. Those are the ones that I took pictures of last year when I first moved in, and I bought those plants and everything, and I put them in those little, well, not little, they're big pots, and supposedly they can grow all year round, um, except when winter comes, you cover them up with, oh, what the heck is that stuff? There's this stuff that you use to cover them up with mulch. You put mulch over them. That's what you do. And which I did. So when you put the mulch over them, it obviously protects them throughout the winter. Right. I got those pots for $2.50. The ones that my mom's are sitting in right now. $2. And they're good size too. Oh yeah, there's a little store down the road. It's called the General Store, and it's almost like one of those dollar stores or things like that. Oh, carrots! Oh, come on, carrots, carrots. Oh, okay. I don't think so, but well, you know how you go into the supermarket? That's where I bought mine. I bought mine in the supermarket. Okay, so I think that I've had enough time on this farm that, oh, well, yeah. I'm gonna go back to farm one. Maybe I'll get lucky. I love the glow of, over here. This is what you get when during the St. Patty's Day event, but I love these pots of gold. And I'm sure some people were a little disappointed when they found out, oh no. Oh, I'm going to do these carrots right here. And guess what? Yeah. It's okay. Chocolate cake. Hey, hey. That's Blaze's favorite. Chocolate cake. Oh, okay. Just get them because, oh God, more of these. I think, yeah, these are melons. And see, I think eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out one of the melon trees because both of them, I believe, are P5. Oh. Oh, I'm still waiting for these. Okay. I did the carrot. Common spinach has been done. Let's go to, whoops, let's go to the house over here. Because I'm also going to be logging off. I have to check with the mail and stuff like that, but I'm waiting for a package to come and I don't want to, want it to take forever. Okay, let's put a chocolate cake up. Yay. You know what? I'll put 2 chocolate cakes. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of. They're not going to be bloomed or anything, for the obvious reason. But I'll show you. I'll show you pictures of them. Okay, I think everything I've got here is done, and I still love this hat, and I don't care what anybody says. I love the hat. Oh, let's see. No, I will. I'll send you the pictures of them. Like, what they are. Wow, come on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Which one was it that was, wait a minute. I thought maybe I already completed the quest. Quest log. Peace and quiet. Okay, I know about that. Teeth. Wow. Okay, so I guess I did that. All right, good. Tangerines. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Chocolate cake. Plum trees. I don't have here. I have on the other farm. Common spinach has been done. Company dinner. Yeah. Well, I'm going to wait till that's farm 3. But this is my little house, with this. Oh, maybe Maya. I can, when you get time, if you're not too busy. I do have, I do have a farm that maybe you could kind of put something nice there. I'm not the decorator. You are. Yeah. I mean, this is my decoration. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I'm good. Oh, good Lord. But anyways, I've been on for a couple hours, and I'll let you know, Maya, because I'm kind of deciding what I want to do because there is the third farm. I'll even show it to you so you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. Let's go to. See, I'll show you. Okay, so here is my farm 3, and the only thing that my farm 3 has, obviously, is let me go and get these flowers too while I'm at it. Okay, I have all the flowers put down. Okay, so I have a very big space here, up and around in this area, or a very big space down here. And I'm really not sure. And I have all my houses up here, but I don't want to like go too big. I'd like to maybe make something, over here near the fish area or something, and go that route. But but see, that's where I'm at now with with those is that um, this area has a very, very big area. It does. So, and I don't plan on putting anything else here unless something new comes into town. But I don't foresee anything new yet coming. And again, I have this area here. I might leave this open for a little bit because I'm going to probably add more flowers to it. So maybe just leave that one blank. But I have this upper side and I have the bottom side. And this is the divider to my fish. And I know it's not nighttime. But you see what I'm saying? I have my lighthouse with the boats and the ducks and things like that. Um, because we got so many new things, which is funny. Maybe a beach area because already I have the boats, the ducks. Okay, so and maybe put a beach area up here near where the fish. Something kind of nice. You know what I mean? And you can do that at your leisure, but you should just let me know when we can make the farm private. No one will bother you. And like I said, I have all the fish I need. I do not need to put any more fish around, but probably a beach area if it were near the fish. You know what I'm saying? That way it can stay just like it is. Because, I mean, for the obvious reason, I'm not going to have any trees in here. I'm just going to have it just like, if you remember, I had fish and flowers a long time ago. Well, now I went back to that routine of fish and flowers. Um, and then I have the fish, which, they're all set. The workers are all set, so I don't have to worry about them. And so this will be like one farm that I will keep as simple as possible. If somebody wants to come here and do the flowers, God bless them and let them. That's how I look at it. Um, as far as the other houses are up there, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. I haven't really decided where I want to put them. But yeah, maybe make this area like a beach area. You know, um, I only put the ducks here because a lot of people don't know this. They don't know that. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Yes, but only with ducks. And so that's why I put this area here, and this is just plain water. Yeah, you can use a few houses. Doesn't matter. You know. But this is what I'm saying. I mean, I'd like to get an area that, as long as you keep the houses like kind of separated by. Let me see how many. Let me look. I did this once because I don't want to have them all clustered up. I don't know what I want to do with this one yet, but I did one, two, three. Even if the houses were like at least 4 to 5 blocks apart, it would look fine. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's what I want to do because right now, obviously, they're just sitting there like sitting there, and I so that's why I just kind of like say, yeah, but that's about it, with that anyway. So when you get time, and stuff like that, just let me know, and I'll just, as long as it's not during the event, because you know how it is with the event. Oh my God, it's nonstop people. So you can do it because like the new event starts in 3 days. You can do it within that time frame. I suppose. I mean, it just depends on how long it's going to take you or when you're available. But because you know what I do, I keep the farm open 24/7 for the event. Oh, okay, then that'll work. Um, I think, and it's just really weird. Let me show you something if it'll let me. Okay, let me show you something. What's interesting is, well, we don't have it. Don't I have one of those little things? I gotta see if I do. Let me see. No, wait a minute. Where can I put it for now? Let me show you. Okay. Let me just show you something. Because I remember this happened to you, and I was like, wow. And then I tried to even give you one. I actually even tried giving one to a friend, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. But then that was because they had that little glitch. So now, oh, here it is. Okay, this is this. Okay, I'm gonna put this here for now. Now this here is the sculpting whatever. You know what's missing? The bunny rabbit. If you remember, we had a bunny rabbit. Okay, so I can put, like the harp there or one of these, a penguin and stuff. But now, if I went to my other farm, which was the original farm, I would be able to see that bunny rabbit holder here. But I don't know why it's not here. So I may, who knows? Maybe it got glitched on this farm, um, because I thought, oh, okay, like, I mean, because I do have all the Easter stuff, right? With the exception of that Easter bunny, and you had the same problem. So I don't know. If they fix it, they fix it. But I just know that on my original farm, I was able to get that. So my guess is when the Easter event comes around, I will probably have to do it on this farm because it does not have it. And I'm like, wow, because I was gonna do that, and when I seen it missing, I was like, okay, where is it? I like the penguin. Don't get me wrong. I like the penguin. Does the penguin give you different colors now? I wish they would give you different colors. But there's my little penguin guy. I like him. But see, that was the interesting thing was the fact that I'm like sitting there going, wait a minute, and I was like, I don't have the Easter rabbit statue because you will get an Easter rabbit statue, by the way, guys, during the Easter event. But make sure you make it on your farm. That's what you got to do. Let's say you got a couple of farms. Make sure you make that on all your other farms that you have because unlike me, you won't have it. if you don't do it. And I swear I know I did it, but for some reason I don't. But I do on my other farm. Don't ask me why. But now, like Maya, I remember when she wanted to put them down and stuff, she couldn't get them. I'm like, what? So, but I remember that time though. It was a glitch. It was just some kind of a broken glitch, and they supposedly fixed it. Well, apparently, if they fix it, they didn't fix mine. And you guys know I've been working diligently on this farm, and I'm going to change the name of the farm to something different, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I just want to let you know that. It's going to be interesting. Because this farm here was originally made for someone in my life that passed away. And, I think it's obviously come a long way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name to something else. You'll see. And it'll still have the word favor and all that good stuff in it, you know. But anyway, guys, parting with such sweet sorrow. I want to say God bless you all and thank you for being here. I do appreciate your time with me and my time with you. Um, I hope, to see you soon. And I also want to let you know again that my stuff will be up on YouTube. I always, put that up there because they only hold it for 14 days here on Twitch. So that's why I put them over on YouTube. But you all take care. And I want you to all have a blessed day and be good to yourselves because you need to be and because I care. And I know I care. Something like that. But you all take care. Love you guys. And my lurkers. Oh, come on. You thought I was going to forget you, huh? I love you, lurkers. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. Take care.